So, you've just started your business, you've got loads of ideas, you're trying everything out, but you're just not sure what is really you, what's really true to what you're doing, what your thing is. Maybe you still feel a bit uncomfortable talking to people about the business, feeling like it's still a side project, or you're not really very good at it yet, or generally just a bit embarrassed. And I'm going to give you a little tough love here. None of this will change until you show up. And I mean show up big and in a way that's authentic and a way that's true to you. So this video is a short how-to on identifying your brand. So there's a few things that you need to think really carefully about before you're going to be able to do this. So it's going to take a little bit of preparation. The first thing is who you are. And by that I mean thinking about what do you like, what do you not like? What are you passionate about? What gets you really fired up and excited? What do people know you for? How do you want to come across to your audience? Maybe a great way to think of this is how would you like to be seen in 3 words? What would you like people to know you for? Also, you need to think about what you want to achieve. So, why did this business appeal to you? What was it that made you think, yes, this is for me? Was it helping people with these phenomenal products? Was it liberating people from the 9 to 5 and showing them a better, more achievable route to financial freedom? Maybe it was building your empire. I mean, what's your story? That's what you need to have an idea about. And the third part is building your brand. Now, when I'm talking about building your brand, I'm thinking about what visually appeals to you, what colours, textures, shapes really appeal to you. Which brands do you love already? And what is it about those brands that appeals to you about them? How can you emulate what they're doing with what you're doing? And also thinking about what kind of marketing appeals to you. So what kind of really turns you on? What gets you excited? Is it stories? Is it emotive branding? Is it where someone is able to tell their background story? Or also a really good way of working this out is what really turns you off when it comes to marketing. Do you hate those bounty adverts? Do you hate the adverts that stick in your mind as something you think, that's everything I don't want to be? That's also a really useful way of working out your brand. So to give you a bit of an example, I'm going to show you a little bit about my branding. So I actually have 2 brands. So I have a brand which is for the product, which is Think Harrier, which is on the left. And I have a brand for the business, which is Freedom Lifestyle Club. So that's my team name, that's my branding for business building and that side of the business. And this, it shows across everything that I do. Okay, so I stick to these brands with everything I do. It falls either under one category or the other. So product based, customer based, all of that stuff comes under Think Harrier. Everything to do with business building, my YouTube, my Facebook business page, all comes under Freedom Lifestyle Club. So I'm going to show you some examples about that. There's a couple of really useful things that you can use, like useful tools that will help you with this. And the first one is Pinterest. So for example, I'm just going to be really open and honest with you here and lay it all out so you can see. I created a Pinterest board which I actually add to quite often. So this is my Pinterest board for Think Harrier. So you can see the colours that have come across in the branding that I've created. So this blue comes across in a lot of places, gold is one of my colours, coral is one of my colours, and that comes across in a lot of what I do. Sometimes there's a little flash of dark red as well, like a maroony colour. But these are the exact colours that come across in my branding, and you'll actually see that across my branding. So I did this, I made this Pinterest board before I even started to get an idea, because I had no idea what really appealed to me. Like I could kind of tell, but I didn't know that there were specific colours that really ticked my boxes. So by doing this, I was really able to tell what colours appealed to me, what things particularly colour-wise did I want to emulate, did I want to create the feeling of with my brand. I also did that for my building the business. What feelings, what emotions, what kind of energy did I want to create when I was building my business? So these are images which were for creating my business. So they're a little bit different. There's they're different from Think Harrier. They sort of have a different feeling about them. They create a different sense of feeling. So there's something totally different that comes across in that branding. Okay, so thinking back to Think Harrier and that brand, which is my products, everything I do related to my products links up with that. So for example, this is my customer group. So it has my branding at the top. Everything that I do in my customer group is related and has the same colours that I use, apart from direct posts where I'm posting to people. So it has basically all of the pictures and things I put on my customer page use my branding colours. It's linked to that. It's very much in line with that. I've got too many browsers open so you can tell it's getting upset. My Instagram linked to my customer page does exactly the same thing. It has the same colours. You can see I'm using the same colours in what I'm doing. I'm trying to put in images of my branding related to my customer group in there as well. So it's using the same colours, it's using that same kind of feeling which I've been trying to create elsewhere. Then thinking back to my other brand, my business brand, Think Harriet, my Facebook business page reflects that. So it has all of that as my background. I've actually used a program called Canva, which I do another how-to about using to create this background image which goes across my branding for everything to do with the business. So my business page is related exactly to that. It has the same colours, and they're slightly different. They're not the same. So my website is the same. It's got these same colours that I've used, which is the coral and like a slightly pinkier colour, a gold and like a turquoisey colour, which goes across my branding, but it does look slightly different for Freedom Lifestyle Club as it does for the product. You can see Freedom Lifestyle Club's a bit darker, it's slightly different, but still the same energy, same feeling, same colour ideas, so that these brands obviously are linkable. My logos are almost they're identical except for the writing, which is on purpose. I wanted that to happen, so they're obviously connected. It's obviously both belonging to me. So my website, all of the colours link to that. My YouTube page, all of the colours link to that. It's exactly the same, so that you can see my branding goes across everything I do. My Instagram for my business is the same. It has an outline to each of my images, so that it's got that colours still being used across everything, and it's got the same kind of colours to appeal to people in the same way, kind of the same things I'm interested in. So I hope this has been really helpful and given you an idea on where to start, because it's really intimidating, first of all, thinking about where to even begin with your branding. And hopefully this has just given you a few ideas about how you can start to build something that's really true to you and really authentic to you and put yourself out there. It's all good being a monkey see, monkey do business where you kind of pick up ideas from what other people are doing, but you need to feel as if you own it before you're going to be able to be proud of it and be able to be proud of what you do. And this is a step towards being really professional and really authentic in what you put out there. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Take care.